Hi everybody, and welcome back to Plastic Models by a Regular Dude and my quarterly wrap up for 2021 quarter 2. So welcome back everybody. This is going to be my quarter 2 wrap up. I don't know if you remember, my last wrap up was at the end of March, and at that point it was just because I had waited too long to do my updates, and I thought, maybe a quarterly update's a little bit better, less videos to post up, and I could pretty well get everything wrapped up, for the quarter in one video. So let's dig into it. So first, let's talk a little bit about the channel. So my plans for the channel are pretty much business as usual, except I think I'm going to go to one video per week that will be released Sunday morning at 12 a.m. during the week. That'll be a build video of whatever kind of kit I'm working on at the time, whether it is aircraft or armor. I will do occasionally, probably more frequently than not, a midweek video, release it on Wednesday morning, and in that I will talk about things that I've got going on. If I've got like a demonstration I want to do, like how I do things, or maybe a new product that needs its own video, or maybe just an update on something I have going on the side. So that's kind of what I want to do as far as frequency of videos for the week. Then talk a little bit about video length. Now, I know I complain a lot that my videos get kind of lengthy at times, and I've tried different things to make them shorter, but it's not really working out. So video length is going to be what it is. If it's an hour long, it's going to be an hour long, and there'll be a reason for it. It won't just be an hour just for the fun of it. It'll be because I'm working on a series of steps of a kit or whatever, and I want to get through that whole series, because sometimes the questions I get asked about a given step on a kit could be answered if I leave the video alone and I just leave it the original length. So like one I just finished up that's not going to be posted for a while, but it's 57 minutes long, but it covers the primary components of a certain series of steps, if that makes sense. So if they're too long for you, you can skip through them. I'm not worried about the numbers that YouTube has for analytics or whatever. If you don't want to watch a whole video, that's fine. I mean, there's a lot of videos that I don't watch all the way through. Skip through them until you find something you need. If I'm doing multiple steps on a given kit, what I will do though is I will add chapters. So say for instance I'm building kit do wacky tank number 4, and you're building it or you're going to build it and you want to see what happens in a given step, but I've done a number of steps, you can skip through to that part. Like, I wonder how he handled the rear plate of the hull. Well, if it's a separate step in the kit or whatever, I'll have a chapter for it. So I just want to make it a little bit easier to navigate, because again, it's not about the numbers and the click-through rate. I mean, I don't even understand all that stuff. Don't care. It's not what I'm doing it for. I just want to make it a little bit easier to navigate. So that's what I'll do. And then videos such as these, my update videos, I'll have it broken up into portions as well. And you'll kind of get the hang of it, and you'll see down below what those chapters are, so you can just skip through if you want. If you just want to see what I bought new, boom, there you go. If you just want to see what I've completed for the month and that's all you care about, boom, you can go to that part. Just trying to make it easy on everybody and not worry about trying to crunch things up and make them smaller and all that kind of stuff. And yes, I'm using notes. So video length, long or short, depending. Let's see. Another new thing for the channel, it's mostly on another channel right now, but I'm going to alternate, is me and you've probably seen me mention it, and I have posted one. Me and Jim Deck, or Jim Deck and I, of Jim Deck of Shutterace, we're doing a series called Chatterbox, and that's where we just take a topic and we both just talk about it. It's basically kind of a video podcast kind of thing. There's no script. We drift off topic at times, but we try and keep it, you know, on topic. And we're trying to keep them at a manageable length, and that'll come with time, I think. It's just something that he suggested. He thought it'd be fun, and the few we've done, I've enjoyed doing them. If nobody watches them, well, he and I get to chat for a little while because he lives in a different state than I do. But that's something we're going to do, and what we're going to do is we're going to alternate. And like 1 week he'll do a video. He'll pick the topic and he'll host the video, and the next week or next time, whatever it might be, we haven't decided on, you know, time span in between. We will I'll pick the topic and I'll host the video and I'll post it on my channel. So we're going to switch back and forth, and then we'll give notifications, you know, like, hey, this month check out, you know, Chatterbox on Jim Deck's Shutterace channel, links below, whatever. But it's just something we think would be fun, and we've had quite a few comments on them, so that's kind of cool to get other people involved. It's not meant to be divisive or anything like that. It's just giving our opinions and on different subjects. So that's what that is, Chatterbox. So, what's new on the bench? New stuff for the bench, I should say. I think for that, I need to flip the camera around and we'll take a look at some of the new things I've purchased. All right, what do we got new on the bench? Not really anything new as far as kits. I mean, some kits that I've had stacked up for a while, so I'm not going to talk about those, but I do have some new products that I've gotten that I'm trying. And let's start with sanding sticks. I've got a couple of new types of sanding sticks on the bench. I got the micro mesh dual angle, the whole set. This is the course here. I just wanted something that I can get into tighter spots with a variety of different grits. These work really well, and they are washable. They're easy to wash in the kitchen sink or wherever you got. Just use a toothbrush and you can scrub the bits of plastic out and stuff. But these work really good. And then I've also gotten these. I actually got one. Well, I got this one, as a matter of fact. One of my recent Sprue Brothers orders, they sent me this, and it's like a promotional type item, and I really like the size of it. You know, most of the sanding sticks that I've had in the past, and these are good as well, it's just they're really huge, are these Infinity sanding sticks. I really like them, but they just sometimes are just a little bit large, and these are just like the perfect size. So I ordered a variety pack from Sprue Brothers, and you know, they've got quite a few different ones and they work great. So, you know, if you're looking for something maybe a little bit smaller, a little bit easier to, you know, manipulate, these are kind of nice. I'm digging them. Then let's see, what else do I have here? I got a lot of stuff. Okay, one thing I've been wanting to try is the my go-to clear. If I want a decent clear, I've used Tamiya X22 and I just can't seem to get it to work, but I've had really good luck with the Testor's Model Master acryl line. But this stuff has been discontinued, so once it's gone, it's gone. So I figured, you know, I gotta find something else to try, and I tried this Aqua Gloss Clear by Allclad. This is an acrylic. It says Allclad 2 lacquer, but that's their main thing, is lacquer paints. But this stuff is really good. I really like it. It sprays really well and gives a really nice gloss finish. The best one I've been able to work so far. You don't thin it, you spray it straight from the bottle, and it just works really well. So that's one thing I got here recently that I really like. Another thing I got, whenever I'm masking, different things, aircraft canopies, to be specific. Sometimes when you have a complex curve or shape, you only get the outline and you're supposed to fill in the middle part. And I usually do that with tape, but depending on the complexity of the curve, you know, say it's a bubble canopy or something, you know, really bulged out, Sometimes the paint doesn't stick that great, especially if it's a long-term project and I've got the tape on there for quite a while. It can start peeling off. So I thought, you know, I'm going to try this Mr. Masking Sol R. And it's supposed to be good stuff, so I'll be trying that out soon. But so far, the Mr. Hobby products I've used seem to be pretty good. And speaking of masking, something else I've added to the bench are these, they're like they're dots. And you can use them, you can use the dot or you can use the square around it with the hole in the middle to mask things. And these things are great because I used to make all these by hand with my compass mask cutter, and these are just so much more convenient. And the brand is, if I've still got the card in here, let's see. Oh, Circle Mask, HIQ Parts, circle masking, pre-cut circle stickers for masking. And like I said, you can use the circle itself, or you can take out the little square part and use that to mask around something. But it's great for round windows. It's great if I'm masking clear parts that have a radiused corner on it. All I gotta do is pick the right size. I can stick it in the corner, and then from the two circles, put a straight piece of masking tape. Boom, I've created my own mask. So those are really cool, and they go from 1 to 6 millimeters in 0.2 millimeter increments. So good addition to the bench. And with that, I think at the same time, as a matter of fact, I got this here, which is an Infinity Easy Cutting Type A mat, which is great for making thin strips of masking or whatever. It's real simple to use. You just have to stick some tape on there, figure out the width you want, stick a nice sharp blade in there, and just pull it back. And this blade isn't sharp, so it didn't go like I wanted it. But you get the idea. Works like a champ if you got a sharp blade. Very handy though, because I make my own masks quite a bit, and this really helps make it a little bit easier. So that's something else that I've got as far as masking to go. And then one more masking thing. I just got this recently. Shadow Hobby circle cutter. Now, I don't have the blade in it right now. I like to keep the blade in as protective cover. But you can make, it's got little marks there for picking the size, and you put the blade in the bottom of this hole here, and you just turn that baby around, and you got yourself some nice nice circles. Good for making roundels and other such things. To paint your own markings, which is the primary reason I got it. Alright, let's see what else. Something else I've added new. I started with just one bottle to see how it worked, and that's the Ammo by MIG enamel washes. And you know, I've always made my own washes with oil paints, but a lot of people have been saying good things about these enamel washes. I've seen some tutorials on how to use them. They look like they're really simple to use, and they work well and are forgiving, which is a big thing for me. And guess what? I tried them and I like them. So I'm not going to buy a whole bunch of them, but I do think they'll be handy at times for certain things. Now this one's going to trip some people out because you all know me and my paints. At least you should know me by now. I've been a firm believer in Tamiya paints and Mr. Hobby aqueous paints, but I'm trying to change things up for health reasons for myself and the junk ton of family members that keep popping up in my household. I've got more grandkids popping up all the time, and my wife shares this office with me, so I'm trying to clean up the air a little bit. So I'm going to try water-based acrylics again, starting with Model Air. Now there's a lot of people that make these things work great, and I figure if they can do it, surely I can with a little bit of patience. And I've also had some good advice from Model Paint Solutions. I'm gonna do oddly enough, a video about some of the stuff that I've learned from the people at Model Paint Solutions, and I want to talk about that on video, do some demonstrations, stuff like that. So we'll get into that now. But yes, I'm adding water-based acrylics back to the lineup, and we'll see if it works out. I'm really hoping it does, because even the alcohol-based acrylic thinners, they can really cause me some grief these days in the old lungs. So just be prepared, people. I'm not saying I'm giving up the others altogether, but I am going to give it the old college try. And last new item I want to talk about is the Micro Mark Small Tool Specialists 10-piece carbide drill bit set, metric. They carry a few different ones. They carry real measurements and metric. I got metric because Tamiya uses, and most of the manufacturers use the incorrect measuring method of metrics. So that's what I got. And these things are phenomenal. They're so much better than a pin vise. A good range of sizes, very, very sharp, and they have this large thing here to grip it, the shaft. That just makes it a lot easier than trying to change the collet in the pin vise and all that kind of stuff. So these, really nice addition to the bench, and they have been very, very helpful in my modeling endeavors. All right, so that's new stuff on the bench. Let's see. So what have I got completed since my last quarterly update? Tell you what the kit is, or was, that I got completed, and I will post a photo of it. So here we go. The first one that I got completed since my last update, and I was working on it during the update, is the Accurate Miniatures Yak 1 on skis. So that was the first Accurate Miniatures kit I'd ever built, and that was sent to me by Eric Davenport, and I have to say I really liked it. Number one, the detail on it was really good. The fit was really good. If you do like they say and you follow the instructions straight through and don't jump around too much, it'll fit together really well, and it will yield a really nice kit. And the thing about it is when I talk about it in the videos that I posted on it, it's kind of weird because it's like flashbacks, because it's like the old Monogram and Revell type instructions where they not only show you illustrations, but they tell you in print, in text, what to do. Like, take this part here and make sure when you slide it in, you do it from this angle. Just really detailed instructions. So it was really kind of a trip to build a kit like that, because that's what I grew up on as a kid. That's the way all the kits were that I built, because I built mostly Monogram kits. But it was a really good kit, really liked it, and I've got another one in the stash I'm going to be building. It's not the same kit, but it's something else. But that was a really good kit. I enjoyed it. Then we had the Tamiya 1/35 scale Panzer 38T. That was a really good kit. I can't remember. That one came from Eric Davenport as well. And it was a kit I've been wanting to build. I like the 38T. I like it because it's a small, compact tank. I like all the rivet detail on it and all that kind of stuff. And I did a step-by-step with that one, and I really liked the way it turned out, and I even painted the figure, and I don't totally hate the figure. I kind of dislike him a little bit, but I don't hate it completely. I'm getting slowly a little bit better with the figures. it's becoming a little, I don't want to say easier, but more manageable. And I guess just like anything else, the more I do it, the better they'll be. But that was a really great kit. Got that one finished up. Then I had the Tamiya 1/48 scale fairy swordfish. That one was also from Eric Davenport. Yeah, he sent me quite a few kits. And Eric, if you're watching this, thanks again. I've been having a blast with them. But that was a really good kit. Now that one I'm not going to show a picture yet because I'm not done with the video series. And you'll just have to wait till I post that up. Got to keep you in suspense. But it was a really good kit. Really enjoyed it. Got really kind of fiddly in places, and I talk about that in the video, and that's more me than the kit. Being my first biplane, I had a few things to learn, and next time I do a biplane, it'll be a little bit easier. But that was the ones that I got done. That's the kits I got done since the last update. All right, so what's on the bench? I've got a few projects in progress. One of them I've been working on for a while, and I've posted periodic updates on it, and that is the Meng 1/35 scale Jagdpanther G1. That one is almost done, but I need to get to the local big box hobby establishment and see if I can find some foliage for it, because I want to do I'm going to put the camo, I'm going to put the wire around the kit because the real one had it, and stick some foliage on it to make it look like it's in kind of an ambush scheme. So that one's in progress. I'm not really hurrying on that one. I've been working on it for quite a while. Had some problems early on that I got worked out, but it's been a really good kit since then, and so I just need to get that. Then I'm currently working on a complete build series of the Trumpeter Tiger 1 late version, and that one was sent by Jim Srinaski. Let me know if I said that right, Jim, because if I didn't, I want to get it right. So he had the kit, and he sent me an email and said, hey, or asked me on a comment if I would like to build it. If you're not going to build it, sure, I'd love to build it. I've never built a Trumpeter kit in my life, and I haven't built a 1/35 scale Tiger since the mid-late 80s, and that was Tamiya's really old motorized version. So more of a toy than a real good model. Enjoyed it, and it was cool because I had a little controller and everything. I could run across carpet, but I haven't built what I would call a serious 1/35 scale Tiger tank, and thus far it's a really good kit. I'm really enjoying this one. It is going together great. It's got styrene Zimmerit, which works like a champ. Really nice kit, and I'm posting I'll be posting videos of those as soon as the fairy swordfish is done, but the Tiger is coming along nicely. So that's what's on the bench right now. What's coming up? Well, the next kit I'm going to start is going to be the Tamiya 1/48 scale newer tool, Spitfire Mark 1, and I'm going to be doing that one in the markings that come in the box because I really dig the paint scheme on it. You know, it's the upper, you know, earth and green upper surfaces, but the lower surfaces, it's like got the black wing, the white wing, and then from behind the wing down to the tail is bare metal. I can't remember if the underside of the nose is bare metal or not, but I like that because it's different kinds of paints going on. I really dig that. And I got from DN Models, I believe it's called, paint masks for it, so I can paint the roundels, the large numbers, and everything like that. All I have to do for decals is use the stencil decals from the decal sheet. So I get to paint all the markings on there, which I've only done one other time, and I really like it because it really enhances the look of a model, I think. So that is the kit that's coming up. And with that, my plan is from here on out, at least for a while, I may change my mind. You know, I change my mind frequently around here, but I want to focus on one kit at a time. So if I'm building an armor kit, that's the videos that are going to get posted Sunday morning. If I post stuff during the week, as I said earlier on in the video, it'll be more like how-to type things, or just to blab about something, or maybe show a new item or demonstrate something like that, and that will be periodic. It won't be every week. The build videos will be every Sunday morning, but other than that, the other ones will just be as I do them. If I have a side project going on, I'll use that day of the week to talk about that, for example. So yeah, that's the plan from here on out. Focus on one video, that way I don't get things mixed up. As some of you pointed out on one of my 38T videos, it was going along nicely, and then suddenly we have a sideways cockpit thing going on, instrument panel, right in the middle of it. So that tells me a couple things. Number one, I need to focus better on the videos and stick to one subject at a time instead of trying to juggle two and do videos for both, especially if they're step-by-step builds. They can get complicated. Then number two, it also tells me who's watching my videos all the way through. Yep, 2 people were like, wow, that's kind of weird. There was a airplane thing in the middle of a tank thing. Sharp eyes. That tells me you got through a lot of the video before you got bored. I'm just kidding. That's funny. But yeah, I saw that. I didn't even notice it because I didn't proof watch my video. And somebody pointed it out. Well, what are you talking about? And he told me, so I watched it through. It's like, oh man. Time to rethink my video posting strategy. So there you go. All right, so that's it. That is my 2021 Q2 wrap up. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you like the format. I hope you find the chapters and all that kind of stuff helpful. So yeah, that's it. So as always, thanks for watching Plastic Models by a Regular Dude. If you have any hints, tips, questions, concerns, anything like that, put them in the comments section down below and I'll get back to you as quick as I can. So again, as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you all later.